So this concrete set of tracks here, they had a purpose. Oh my goodness, look at that massive deformation of that thing. My goodness. There's a beautiful eagle. Welcome to the History Hunter. Welcome to our adventures with the World War II time frame. That's ice, pretty cold. Why is there a concrete road in the middle of this landscape? The answer for that is right up there. Welcome to the Atlantic Wall, and you are going to join us to see something pretty spectacular, because up there the Germans installed a lot of different features to prevent any Allied intervention in this area. So join us, and let's go out and find the path together right now. You know, the Atlantic Wall, it was ordered by Hitler himself. He said, fortify the whole coastline from the top of Scandinavia to the bottom of France. In that way, we might be able to keep the Allied invasion from coming. You know, it was a big mistake. Doing so much work there, having so many resources, kind of doing that, it took the focus out of what was really important. But nevertheless, the order was given. The Atlantic Wall was built with tens of thousands of structures, ranging from the smallest machine gun position to the hugest radar installations, and it's everything in between. So this concrete set of tracks here, they had a purpose, and that was to bring the gear, the troops, the vehicles up and down this hill, because this is sandy surface of ground. It's very difficult to tackle when it kind of gets tough in the winter and autumns and all of that wet season. So the Germans said, we're not going to struggle with that. So what do? We just create a concrete road, and in that way we can very easily and quickly transport all our needed material and personnel to this position, and in that way we can keep running the place and have full control of the area. And up here is where the concrete road actually stops. And why? So we've been following the road now for like 2 kilometers, and you can see all the way that we've been going along here. And why does it suddenly stop about right there? And why is there a concrete kind of something laying right there? Isn't that peculiar? Could that mean that the Germans didn't need this area here, and they didn't want to transport the heavy-duty vehicles and stuff here? That is absolutely correct, because all they were interested in is what's down here. And that's what we're going to have a look at. I'm just going to quickly see if I can show you the first little feature that is in this area that actually shows you that the Germans meant business, and they made a Tanksperre. That means they cut out the terrain so that there wouldn't be any possibilities for the Allied to come in by tanks. And I'm not 100% sure if this is here, but the Tanksperre used to be a very deep cutout in the soil, and like 3.5 meters wide and 2 meters down. I thought that would actually be here to kind of cut off the area, but it's not. So we're gonna cross over here, and then we're going to start and find the different features and the bunkers, and we're going to go inside and we're going to talk a little bit about them. So we're going to go over here and begin there. Ah, that is great. Eagle Eye saw it. This is where the Tanksperre is. You can see how they built it. It's a huge dugout. Yeah, they filled it in over there to maximize their surface area for the cows. But here you can see this is the tankspær. It's kind of fallen in and caved in a little bit now, but it was very steep, going all the way down like a V. So it's like 3 meters down and 3 meters up and nothing almost in between. And that is what was supposed to prevent the Allied vehicles coming by. Today it's not easy to see, but it's very nice that it's actually in the terrain. It used to be like 3 meters deep actually.
That's not so deep.
No, but it's enough to prevent any of the vehicles to pass it actually.
Even a motorcycle.
Now a motorcycle will probably do it. But now we're going to find the 622, the first regelbau up on the top here. We're actually on top of this regelbau because I can see this hole here. And that is a machine gun Tobruk integrated into the bunker. So that would look something like this. These are very nasty. They will really make your day bad. So this is the entrance area for the machine gun Tobruk, and this is where the excitement starts. Eagle-Eye, he has been in so many of these, so he will just kind of wait on the top. And if I don't get out within 5 minutes, he'll come and rescue me. But we are definitely going in there. There's one entrance there. Actually one entrance there, but it's completely buried, as you can see. And this is the area where the German soldiers, Franz, Helmut, Wilhelm, Andreas, all of them, they were here running back and forth between the trenches, and they had to learn the location. They had to learn, every bunker had its name. One could have been like Berlin, one could have been Hamburg, one could have been Lidl. It doesn't matter. It's kind of every one of these positions had names and codes and numbers, so they would have been kind of forced to learn all of that. But now, enough talk. Let's see if we can get in this bunker and check it out. If my voice kind of gives up, this is because we are on the 10th day of a massive road trip, and my son had COVID a few days ago. We took it very easy, but he kind of got over it within a day. And I'm actually having COVID right now on my 4th day. I think I'm gonna recover 100%, but that was bitchy, actually very hard. But what can you do? When you're off and away, there's nothing you can do. You just have to ride it out. And I'm now sliding down a German World War II bunker on my butt, having COVID with the 2 lines. Very, very... the 2 lines in the test that came so quick, so I just laughed of it, and Eagle-Eye said, "Daddy, what are we going to do?" And I said, "Nothing. Just keep on going or keep on trucking." Okay, look at that. This is your typical 622, and somehow it seems like someone actually took out the shutter on this side. What the heck? Why did they do that? This is what they would look like for 50 years. Someone just shot them right after the war, and then people start finding them and breaking them up. Holy cow, there's been a freaking explosion here. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Let's go inside and check that out. Oh wow. Oh my goodness, look at that massive deformation of that thing. It's not going to be easy to see on the GoPro, but holy cow. See how insanely powerful blast that moved that middle there. Crazy stuff. So inside here, the cruise will actually be, because you can see up there, that is bunk hangars. And there would be bunks, rows of bunks from the ceiling down, 3 and 4 in the height. In here, very often there could be details, lost details. We have found, toothbrushes, knives, forks. We have found several times shards of ceramics. We found complete plates, actually. There are some kind of drainage squares in the hole here. Sometimes there would be stuff down there. There would be the hand-driven air pump. So you could actually push or pull air into the bunker. look at that. That is something we saw in another bunker. This very cool line up there. You see that? Someone actually decorated the walls with a pattern. And if you watch part 1, we found that, and I thought that would be some childish kind of thing going on, but I think maybe it was actually German soldiers doing some kind of, you know, artistic touch of where they are. I couldn't tell you. Okay, another room. It's basically just the same rooms. Nevertheless, it's so cool to study them and see if there are any differences. It's a blue area there. And you can definitely see exactly where all the fittings and the electronics were. They were attached there. And look at that. You can even see the color coding of the cables there. Can you see that? On that thing? Crazy. One of the ventilation shaft shutters are there. And I just saw something. Let me bring up a couple of bottle ends here. This is a German piece. It will say 0.7 of 1 liter. No, it doesn't. And nope, post-war. But we have found beautiful bottles in piles of trash in the bunkers, and people have just, they don't actually know what to look for. But this is interesting. This is interesting. See here? Yep, that is actually one of the original German bottles, because I recognize this top, and that is one of the 0.7 or 0.7 liter wine bottles. How cool. Absolutely fantastic. All right, we're going to continue the tour. Hope you're enjoying this, because we definitely do, without COVID.
Did you know that you can become a World War II History Hunter team member, and the artifacts here could be passed on to you in this manner and fashion here by creating beautiful World War II dioramas and displays? You can be the future keeper of something very, very special by the history and the history hunting that we share together. Check out the link in the video description. You can click that and you can become a Patreon team member if you want to. Different kind of perks with for your eyes only videos, travel vlogs, restoration projects, all of that good stuff. And if you want to know more, check out the supporter videos in the beginning of each month. But now let's continue our little adventure.
You can see the trench system so clearly here. It's a fantastic, I think, a artillery gun bunker over there, and it's amazing. And if you watch part 1, you can see some absolutely stunning scenes of the trench system, which is so intact here, totally untouched, no trash. But wait a minute, this F58C here first. That one is amazing. Eagle Eye just found an incredible position. Absolutely, that is a combination weapon system that he found, and we're going to show you that. I think that should be, yep, there it is. That is fantastic. It is so amazing to walk here in these untouched, I mean 100% untouched German World War II trenches. See here, everywhere, Eagle Eye is in this combination bunker, and then boom, a 58C, VF58C I think. And that is a machine gun Tobruk again. Small little tiny thing. Inside is just a little room, but these are so powerful, so powerful. This is where the machine gunner would be. Metal ring, swivel attachment to the MG, but the main thing is what they could do with that little bunker. You know, the firing rate of such a gun is over 1,000 shots per minute, easy. And they could shift barrels quite quickly. And if you were an enemy trying to come in here, you would have major problem. Also, all the area around here was heavily mined, and I know for sure that the minefield was just down here. And sometimes people actually, even today, they find mine detonators. And it's not, I think 5-6 years ago, a farmer actually found an S mine as he was doing some work, and that is pretty scary, absolutely scary. Finding an S mine, like when you do work, it's scary stuff. I can see a lot of bones down there, but that is most likely animals. Huge bones laying here, but that is animals for sure. All right, let's go up and see that combination of what I think is a VF69, which is a absolutely incredible and ingenious weapon system that the Germans put up on the Atlantic Wall. This is a VF69. It is an absolutely spectacular way of combining two weapons, machine gun and, be careful, a mortar.
Look here.
That is a mortar pit. Let me see. Yeah, Eagle Eyes is kind of operating the mortar, no, the machine gun position. But the thing is, if it's possible, let me show you. If it is possible to go inside, or is it flooded?
A little bit.
Okay.
This is just flooded.
I'm gonna see if it's possible for me to actually show them the division of the room. Okay, I can see there's a lot of water in there, but let me see. I'm gonna twist down the camera like that, and then I'm gonna, let me see. Boom. Yeah, just give me a second. That is strange. In the middle there is actually, in the middle there is a cable rock that's not supposed to be there. There's a cable rock. I don't know why it's there, but let me show you. To the right here, that's a machine gun Tobruk bunker, and this side is the munition storage for that. And then on the left, there's actually a mortar position, and then on the left there again is the mortar munition storage. And this is absolutely stunning. So what I want to do, I'm going to put in a little video scene here of something that we discovered earlier, and you can check that out. All right, this is the VF67. It's got a very special detail, and it's on private property. But I asked a gentleman who passed on here that I can actually go inside. Thank you for that. Just going to take images, nothing else. This has a very special feature, and you're going to see that when we come inside. So right here, you see it goes to this area, this area, this area, and this area. And why? Why is it divided like that? Well, you're going to see that because right there, there's actually one dome. And here, there used to be a mortar. As I said, this is private. This thing has been knocked down. This is a mortar foundation. It seems like they're actually working still to try to cut it down. But this mortar was attached right there. That's at least what I think it is. And then it has this, which I believe is a MG turret or a Tobruk department of the bunker. So a very special combination. So this would look something like this on the top side. Yeah, and the other one, the mortar. See if I can show you a picture of that. And then inside here would be munition storage. So we're not going to bother the privacy here anymore, but nevertheless, that is spectacular. So you have a combination, a bunker that had both a machine gun turret and a mortar. Absolutely fantastic to see this thing still here. It's unbelievable. This little guy just had COVID. Look at that. What is wrong with him? I really have to be honest and say I'm not exactly struggling, but I'm an old guy. And I actually been out there for 8-9 hours every day as long as I had the COVID. So don't tell my doctor. I didn't have to tell my doctor because the COVID went away, and I'm happy.
That place is absolutely incredible, and I encourage you to watch part 1 because you can learn something really, really important. It's absolutely one of my scariest moments in a German World War II bunker. There's a feature inside one of the bunkers that you could actually have been deadly. I'm deadly serious. Deadly serious. I'm really, really serious about that. So check out part 1 if you haven't. There will be a part 3 because we will show you the gun locations on these insane positions, and we will also show you some other bunkers and features in that area. And I have to say, it's an amazing place. The weather was perfect, even though there was COVID, and we had such a blast, and we want to share that last part as well with you. Well, it's thanks to all of you that we can go out and do this. Why do we have a set of flashlights here? Well, that is because we found an incredible German World War II camp, and we found hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of artifacts. We dug all of that, as you saw in that Patreon supporter video there, the little thing there, the segment. You can become the future keeper of that. So check out how it is to become a Patreon and PayPal supporter, because you are supporting our work in a great way. If not, you can actually check out this little thing here. It's a little feature that YouTube has rolled out. It's called Super Thanks. It's like a little place where you can give us a tip, whatever you want to. So you can kind of help us out to keep us out there, because that's what we do. It's just myself, my little son you saw running around, and my little daughter, or large daughter I should say. We are not a professional team, we're just enthusiasts. We want to go out there, we're going to learn, and we're going to share. And that's basically what it's all about. We have tons of material coming up, and we have so many explorers already in there, but we want to do more. So if you want to check us out, check it out and help us out. We are very glad for that. Thank you for all of you who are already Patreon and PayPal supporters. And thank you to all of you who subscribe. Hit the comment field, give us a little heart, and just basically are being in there for us, because you are the guys and girls who enables us to do what you see. All right, I'll definitely meet you out there in the next adventure. Part 3 will come. I'll put a link in the video description. Until then, please stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll definitely see you later.